No one is here. Two people are here. Oh my gosh. Hi, friends. Ooh, thanks whoever already gave this video a like. We like to see likes. Oh, look at this fun hair. Hey, Karen. Y'all, I am starving. I have not eaten dinner yet. Full disclosure, I'm pretty sure we're getting pizza for dinner. Oh, don't even start, Oliver. Oliver's looking at me like he's going to start barking. I'm really hungry. I just feel like all the days, right? But today is just like, oh my God. Stop, please. Go. We're doing as good as we can be doing. I mean, I shouldn't say that. We're fine. Like, we are, hey Patricia, we're at home. Like, it's basically just, sorry guys, I know it's pretty echoey in here, but this is like the best place. This is Cernan's office, and it's just the best place for me to like do this and be like kind of separated from everyone else. Anyways, we're doing okay. Like, we are social distancing, obviously. Hey Melody, we're in like official lockdown mode right now. So, I mean, I feel weird to be like, we're good. But then we're not terrible, but it's just like, I'm sure it's like what everyone else is feeling. It's uneasy. It's uncertain. For me, it's the unknown. Like, that's what kind of gets to me is just like not knowing anything. Like, I was talking to my mom this morning, especially when they say things like, well, make sure you have enough groceries. It's like, but like, for how long? Like, we don't know, so it's just, I'm sure I'm in the same boat as a lot of people. I'm very thankful to have a roof over our head. I'm very thankful that Cernan is still employed, and that he already works from home. So that really hasn't been a big change. And also, like, financially, we're still okay. I'm thankful I can afford groceries. Like, I don't know. That felt very jumbled, like my response to that, but I don't know what else to say. It's just crazy. I mean, it's crazy. And y'all know, if you watch my vlogs, y'all know, like, Daisy and I are always go, go, go. I talk about it all the time, how we're like never home. So I shouldn't say never home, but you guys know, like, that's part of our routine is getting out of the house. So the fact that now we're like stuck at home, it's been a change, but it's been a change for a lot of people. I mean, Daisy's not even in school. Like, think of people that have kids in school. I mean, it's just everyone's routine has been, upheavaled. Is that a word? Everyone's routine has been changed, and I'm not speaking like somebody that is like sharing a, special experience. It's like, we're all in this together. We're all in the same boat. I actually finally bought a whiteboard today. Again, guys, I don't really like eating on camera, but I'm so hungry. I bought a whiteboard today that I'm going to like actually write out a schedule for her. I mentioned that a couple of videos ago. And then she's going to actually like check it off as we do each thing. But y'all, I am tired. I'm so like physically exhausted. I'm trying to get her to do like physical activity during the day too, because I feel like so much of our time, especially when we're at places like SeaWorld or the Play Place, she's running around. She's running around. She's getting energy out. She's playing with other kids, chasing other kids, walking long distances. And we're obviously not doing that now. So, I'm trying to do like, I don't know if you guys have heard of Go Noodle, but that's a thing on YouTube. It's like pretty much all active stuff. We're doing kids yoga, like, and I'm doing it with her. So my body is just like, ugh. Okay, let's read some of these people in the chat. Hi, Mandy. Yeah, Melody, that's where we are now. Like, pretty much, like, some restaurants are still open. Starbucks is still open. And then, like, grocery stores, gas stations, banks. But even today, Cernan went to the bank, and they're only letting in a certain amount of people at a time. So he had to, like, wait his turn in his car, and then they told him, like, come on in. Yeah, it's just, I mean, I'm not saying anything new, right? It's just chaos. Oh, those spring breakers, you guys. Oh my God. Yeah, and that's the thing too, like, it's everything. Like, it's physical exhaustion, it's like mental exhaustion. I tend to like fall down the rabbit hole of like, when is this going to end? We don't know when this is going to end. What's going to happen? Like I just spiral. Like, what's going to happen then? Are we going to have enough food? Are stores still going to be open? Like, are people going to be like looting in the streets? Like, I kind of like do like a just total tailspin, and I'm trying to not focus on that as much. Like, I can't control if any of that stuff happens, right? Like, I can only control what I can. So, I can only control what I can control, which is us social distancing, us staying home, and making sure my family has enough food to eat. Like, I don't know. All our bank lobbies are closed, drive-through and ATM only. Oh, wow. ABC Mouse, yes. I need to check that out. I like when Daisy went to bed last night, I went on her tablet, on her iPad, and like downloaded, some educational stuff, some new games, like things to just keep her busy, things like that. So I'm trying to not like overload her with screen time because I don't want to. But some days are easier than others. Oh my gosh, Oliver. I'm panicking about childcare for my kids because so yeah, it's just dominoes, right? Like, it's dominoes at this point. It's like, you don't have a job, then your kids don't have school, then your kids don't have daycare, then you like, it's just like, I own a small traveling. Oliver. Okay, well, that's good, Karen. I mean, right? Like, we got to be looking for silver linings in this stuff, you guys. It's hard and it sucks. Yeah, I mean, I heard about the checks. I mean, any little bit, right? Like, I'm just hoping it'll like actually come to fruition and be a thing. But we owe on our taxes this year, so we're pretty pumped that the deadline got pushed. Mm-hmm. That's all we can do is do what we can control, right? Like you're saying, Karen, like hunker down, provide for your family as best you can, and what's done is done. Oh my gosh, this dog. Even like a couple days ago, we got together with my parents for dinner. And even that, I was like, in my head, I was like, I don't know if we should be doing this. Like, I don't know if this is a good idea. And then they were like, do you guys want to come over? It was actually, my sister was like, do you guys want to come over again? Like, should we do dinner again on Sunday? I'm going to say no. I don't think it's a good idea. Like, it sucks that it's my family and I want to see them, and they obviously want to see Daisy, but it's just not smart. And it's temporary. It's temporary, you know, but like, I don't necessarily think my parents are going to be happy with that decision, but I want them to be safe, and I have to make whatever decision I think is best for my family. And it's just the worst. Using mentions to mother still considered essential work. Oh, that's good, Melody. I know that's the thing. Like, certain jobs are fine for now, which is good. But it's still like, it's just like bated breath, right? It's like, when will the next shoe drop? Like, enough, stuff is already happening. It's like, oh God, when is the next thing coming? There you go. My husband is so happy I'm a couponer and have been stocked for 6 years. That is, you one of those people. You one of those people that now we're all like, dang it, I wish I had been stockpiling stuff. Exactly, Karen. The fact that we have social media, the fact that we can watch whatever we want, talk to family. I mean, my parents are not that far from me, obviously, but like, we could talk to family across the globe. You know what I mean? Like, I keep seeing that meme going around that says like, your grandparents got called to war. The least you can do is like sit on your couch or like something. And it's so true. It's so true. Yeah, Melody. I mean, I feel similar in the sense that like, I feel like my home is my domain because we are here frequently, but like, I mean, 10 a.m. Daisy and I, 10:30, we're out the door. And I think that's something that has made me like sad is just Daisy like wakes up every morning and she's like, are those places open today? Are they open yet? Can we go see, like, she'll start naming kids that she normally sees at the play place. And she just, I mean, I explain it to her and I think she gets it like in that moment, but I mean, obviously she doesn't get the whole thing, but like, it's just I have to like keep reminding her. But you know what's interesting? I was telling my mom this morning, like, I'm usually very, very emotional, and I wouldn't say I cry over everything. Like, I'm not someone that would see a commercial and just like burst into tears, but like, I cry when it needs to happen. And I have not cried once since this all started happening. I've been on the brink a couple times, but I have not cried one time. And honestly, I think it's just because there's so much unknown. It's like, well, what's going to happen? We can predict this, but we don't know if that's going to happen. Are we underreacting? Or are we overreacting? I feel also, side note, feel like I'm living in like a dream world. I feel like I'm in a movie. Like, I just kind of feel like there's nothing to like hold on to. Do you know what I mean? So it's like my brain can't even make sense of the fact that like, this is something you should be, not that I should be upset about, but just like, normally this is something I would be like a mess over. And I just feel like it's too like, ooh, like it feels like an alternate reality or something. And I've yet to like have major emotions about it. Obviously, I have been emotional, but I have not like cried about it. I mean, being in Seattle last week was like torture. Like, I'm so glad that we're home and that we came home when we did. Receiving the indefinite school closure text today. Yeah, that, you guys. I mean, I used to work at an elementary school when I was in Seattle, and all of my best girlfriends are girls that I met, other teachers. So, and we're all in like different parts now. Like, one's in Idaho, one's in Seattle, one's in Portland. And we've all just been talking about how like nuts it is with the school closures. And my girlfriend in Portland, they are going to do like, they want her to like teach via like all online. And I mean, it's getting crazy. I work from home. Yeah, totally, Karen. Yeah. Right, Mandy. I know, Melody. And she's 3. Like, I don't expect her to get it, but it's just like every morning when she asks, it like breaks my heart a little bit because she just doesn't get it. Yeah, thank God for wine. I actually placed another Bevmo order today because I was like, I just want to be like stocked up on stuff. And they're only doing deliveries like to your car. So like they're not letting anyone inside. It's employees only inside. You have to like place the order online and then they'll bring it out to your car. But yeah, thank goodness for the wine and the White Claw and all that jazz. We were at Disney. Yeah, that's rough, Karen. Trust me, I just keep thinking like I was in an airport on Sunday and on an airplane with recycled air. Yeah. Oh, Katie. Katie's here. Katie's like a tried and true. She's an OG subscriber around here. I mean, no, I have not seen the new. Let's talk about like better things. I have not seen the new Smirnoff hard seltzer. Red, white, and blue. 1 carb, 0 sugar, 90 calories. I have not. I have tried the Smirnoff, the berry ones. Like they have like peach raspberry and like strawberry rosé. And they come in like the pink cans. I have tried those. Those were like decent. I rarely get, y'all know, like I'm a seltzer fiend, a hard seltzer. Well, no, both kinds of seltzers, I guess. Fiend, but it's rare that I find ones that are like gross. Y'all, do not waste your money on the Bud Light hard seltzers. They are not good. They are not good at all. Now, the whole phrase like Bud Light hard seltzer, like that doesn't sound particularly delicious to me, but I'm a connoisseur. Like I have to try all of them. And the Bud Light ones, hard pass. I mean, I drank them, but like I would not repurchase them. It's crazy how every day feels like another rough week has gone by. I know. I posted something on my Instagram the other day and it said like, what did it say? Oh, now I can't remember what it was. It was so good though. Hold on, let me find it. It was like, I'm not even going to try to say what it was. Let's see if I can find it. It was like the perfect meme for like how I was feeling because it just felt like, oh, it says, want to feel old? This morning was today. I feel like that sums it up pretty well. The Truly lemonades. So I bought the lemonades. I don't know if you're saying that because I bought them or because you bought them, but I bought them. I really like them. They're much sweeter. They're sweeter than the original Trulies, but they taste less fake, if that makes sense. They taste less like artificial flavor. And to me, they more just taste like a hard lemonade. I really like them. Ooh, a green apple low carb one. That would be delish. Referral hasn't picked up the soccer ball, volleyball, and football. There you go. Thought about today. We were gonna meet. Yes. Katie, oh my gosh. I remember when I messaged you and I was like, we're traveling, and you were like, oh, it'll be fine. And even I was thinking like, oh, it'll be fine. Just like sanitize everything. Oh my God, little did we know, right? Ugh. Ooh, Jameson cold brew. That sounds delicious. Oh, Katie. I hope they reschedule your conference so we can like go grab wine somewhere at some point, maybe next year or something. Yeah, I mean, hey Ken. The White Claw too. I bought the new flavors of White Claw and they're delicious. I love them all. I love them all. I mean, honestly, there's not really a flavor of White Claw I don't like. There are ones I like more than others, but there's not really one that I don't care for. Ooh, Aaron's here. Oh, you bought them. Melody loves the mango, hates the black cherry. The black cherry is not my favorite, but I do love the mango, and I love the tangerine. The tangerine is a new one, and it is so good. And I like the lime. I was going to say the mime. I like the lime. People roast the lime all the time, and I think it's just delicious and like refreshing, and it's not as like the black cherry one tastes very artificial to me, and the lime one to me just tastes like a sweetened sparkling water almost. I smell like food outside or something. I'm like, I don't have anything on the stove, do I? Small space sectionals. We got to get a new one now that we're home all day. My parents have a small one from IKEA. We really like living spaces, but I don't know if that's Southern California only, and they have smaller size sectionals. Oh, I'm so happy Aaron's here. We've been like in our little group texting constantly, and it's like a very good, like, what am I trying to say? It's a good, like, constant, you know what I mean? Yes, and Megan's here. From Illinois, shit, the Van airplane got canceled 3 times. Yeah, that's what we were thinking when we were in Seattle. We were like, one, hopefully we can get out. We were thankful that we had our tickets booked for Sunday so we could leave when we did. But then we were like, please, dear God, don't cancel our flight. We tried to move it and we couldn't, which I kind of thought was BS, especially for Alaska, because Alaska is like my favorite airline to fly. I have never had a terrible experience from them. I have always loved the flight attendants, the customer service, like everything from start to finish. And when they were like on their website, it said you can change or cancel flights, no questions asked, nothing charged. And then we tried to do ours, and they were like, well, you love this like special ticket, so you can't. I was like, okay, like really, like in the midst of this, what? Oh, okay. They have living spaces in Texas, so maybe they do. I love living spaces. They're constantly having like crazy good sales, especially around like holidays and stuff. They just have really cute, modern, like decent looking furniture, and it will not break the bank. I'm so happy Megan's here. Yes, I kind of agree. The black cherry leans a little like Robitussin-y a little bit. I mean, I'll drink it if I have to. I mean, I'll drink most things if I have to, but yes, Karen, Alaska is the best. It's the best airline, and I will pay extra, now within reason, like $50 or so. I will pay extra to fly them, because I just feel like in terms as an airline, they just go like above and beyond, and I just really enjoy them. Both flights, like flying to Seattle and flying home, we upgraded to the premium class, which is like the class behind first class, essentially. And I'm so glad that we did, y'all. It was so nice. It was $40 a ticket to upgrade. We had extra legroom, free drinks, which Cernan doesn't drink, but I was like, I was like calculating in my head, like, that's worth it. We should do that. And then first on, and then obviously like you get off sooner because you're like more in the front. And it was totally worth it. And both there and back, there was an empty seat in our row. So it was just Cernan and I, and it was like, oh my God, to have like the extra leg room, but then to be able to put all of our shit in the middle seat was like ideal. It was perfect. Oh, Melody, I'm sorry about that. Oh, I know what I was going to talk about. I was going to talk about sales when I was thinking about just like buying things. What were we talking about? Oh, like when I went to Bevmo. So a lot of websites, I know this is not like the first thing on everyone's mind, but if you're anything like me, I've been spending a lot of time window shopping online and on Pinterest and just like doing random stuff, you know, on the computer just to like kill time or whatever. And honestly, to kind of like stay off of my phone. So the Rack, Nordstrom Rack is doing 20% off. At least this was yesterday. 20% off any purchase, doesn't matter what it is. And free shipping, no matter what. You don't have to meet a price point. We all know how this lady feels about paying for shipping. And so they're doing that. Ulta is doing free shipping if you spend $15. Here for it. $15. Come on. Yeah, Melody, yeah. It's like I have made so many Amazon purchases in the last 4 or 5 days. It's starting. Like Cernan even pointed out, he's like, look at all of these boxes. Like everything from like snacks for Daisy. I bought deodorant. I bought her toys. I bought, I've just been buying so much stuff on Amazon. Deodorant, just like we needed stuff for the dogs. Everything. But a lot of places are having like really good deals now and like free shipping. Y'all know I'm here for that. I know, Katie. That's why I said I'm fairly certain we're gonna have pizza for dinner, and it is what it is. I like in general have been decent this week. I've been pretty good this week. I've actually been like really good this week. But it's been really hard. Like it's been I don't know. I'm just like in a different headspace. I will say that I did kind of like a replenishment haul today. I really didn't need that many things. If you saw my grocery haul, I got a lot. I'm set when it comes to snacks for Daisy, which is like the main thing I was not worried, but the main thing I was like thinking about. I'm set with snacks. Meat-wise, we were pretty good. But I wanted to get a couple more meat items and then more shelf-stable stuff. I wanted more pasta. I wanted more canned stuff. So we did kind of like a replenishment haul today. And I say we, and then I also said I earlier. It was literally all Cernan. I know I talked about this on Instagram. I can't remember if I mentioned it on the channel, but I sent Cernan to get groceries because I have not been in a store since all this has happened because my mom bought me groceries last week. And then on Monday, I did a Walmart pickup order. So I have yet to be witness to the empty shelves, and I think it would make me, I think it would just shoot my anxiety through the roof. So Cernan had he doesn't care. So that sounds bad. It wouldn't affect him in that way. So he went and got everything. And y'all, our Trader Joe's was stocked there. Now, what I will say is I wasn't able to get, I really wanted like canned beans, bags of pasta. They had none of that. I was able to get mac and cheese. I was able to get like pretty much all the meat that I wanted. They were like completely stocked. They were, counting off people that were going in. You had to wait in line, and all that jazz. But I was kind of dumbfounded by how much stuff they had there. I was so excited. I was so, I wasn't nervous, but I was just like bracing myself for him to call me and be like, nothing is here. What I essentially did was like, I made him a list, and then, because I did plan out my meals for next week with all of this in mind. So, I made him a list and like, okay, black beans are important. Potatoes are important. This type of meat, like really just like bare bones for him so he could see. And I was super impressed. I truly think there were 3 or 4 things on my list that he couldn't get. That's it. And it's Trader Joe's, so we only spent like $120. I'm telling you all of this because I'm not doing a grocery haul this weekend post on Monday. It feels weird. It feels icky. I'm not like judging other people that do hauls. Like I will most likely watch them if people upload grocery hauls. And for me, it is like a part of like normalcy. Like I normally upload that content. So a part of me was like, well, should I film it and upload it? Because I know people want to see like what I normally upload, but it feels icky. There are people that can't get groceries. There are people that can't afford to buy groceries because they can't afford to stock up. And I just don't think, for me, it's not in good taste to be like, oh, look at all these groceries I bought. Like the initial haul from this past week, I felt like was kind of, in my head was okay because it was like a stock up haul. Like we're all going through this. Here's what I'm stocking up on. Here's what another family member was able to get me. Like, but for this week and probably for the foreseeable future, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be doing grocery hauls. The eating off keto has been rough, realizing what a stress eater I am. Yeah. That's why I said in my video, like, I think it was in a vlog, I'm eating keto till I can't. Like, I feel better when I eat that way, and I'm going to attempt to eat that way, because that's one thing that I can control, and I know that my body runs better and feels better when I eat high fat, low carb. But that being said, I'm also giving myself grace. I am not going to beat myself up over having like a cookie or like a handful of, I don't know, goldfish or something. Like that stuff's not really tempting to me, but I could see we don't know how long this is going to last for, and I am not going to beat myself up about not being keto whilst in quarantine. Like that just sounds silly. I redid it. Waited, yeah. Oh my God, Melody. Ooh, low carb shepherd's pie. That sounds delicious. Not that you need it, but your makeup is on point. Thank you. Thank you. I did it today. I don't think I did my makeup yesterday. It just feels good. It feels good. I have not been showering until like midday because that's when Daisy naps, and I am up really late because it's been really hard for me to fall asleep. So I stay up late and then I sleep essentially till when she wakes up in the morning, and then like shower and get ready when she's napping. And not every day, but today I was like, I want to do my makeup today and like put like I mean, I know this might look like a pajama shirt, but it's like a real shirt, a real shirt. Like put a real shirt on. Y'all, like I have to. Like it makes me feel, just makes me feel better. That's like a mental health thing. Like doing my hair, I didn't do my hair today, but like doing my hair, doing my makeup, putting on real clothes, not just like sweats and comfies and cozies, which is fine. Like that, those are fine. I like wearing those too, but I can't wear that all day or else I'm just like, I don't know, it messes with my head. Have you tried Trader Joe's coconut cream latte? No, that sounds delicious. Is it sweetened or is it keto friendly or no? What concealer are you using? I need to know it. Melody, my ride or die concealer is the Makeup Revolution. Speaking of Ulta, you could totally go online right now and buy this. The Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define concealer. I use C4 is the shade that I use, and I love it. I love it. I think it's like $7. It's just. I think it's like $7, and it is so good. It's so good. I have pretty like. This one actually looks kind of decent, but I have pretty heavy dark circles under my eyes. And I love that concealer. I like a lot of things from Makeup Revolution. I do not care for their eyeshadows. That's one thing I don't like, but I love the concealer. I love the foundation stick. Their bacon blot powder, love it. Hair is still in a ponytail. Oh, yeah. Megan knows. You were at Ulta, Megan, or you were driving there or something, and she messaged me on Instagram. She was like, "What did you say? What concealer do you use, or did you say like I'm going to Ulta? What should I buy?" Y'all, seriously, $15 on Ulta, free shipping. I put in an order last night. I needed like a serum from The Ordinary that I was out of, and my face cream from The Ordinary. And then I've been wanting a body scrub. I know in these times, like it seems really trivial to be like, I need my serum, but hey, I gotta hold on to whatever I can hold on to. Okay. So yeah, I placed an order last night, and then I thought today, like, oh my gosh, my setting spray is almost out. I might have to like place another order. That's been one thing though that I have really enjoyed doing is just like turning my phone upside down, not looking at it, and then window shopping online, going on Pinterest. Like I love just like bookmark, even if I have zero plans to buy it, if I'm like, oh, I kind of like that, just bookmarking stuff. It just kind of has taken my mind off of things. It's so important to like be aware, to know what's going on, and that I do not watch the news. 0, 0, 0. I have like news notifications turned on my phone, and then like certain Twitter notifications. So I'm not going to like miss anything, but it's important for me to not be on my phone constantly. And that's like really been a big help, is to just like put my phone in my room, go in the living room, put my phone on airplane mode. I like doing that too, because then you won't miss out on notifications once you turn it back on. But you won't be like so much in it. Yeah, that is basically what you said. People have said that it's similar to the Tarte Shape Tape. I've never tried the Shape Tape, so I can't vouch for those claims, whether that be like a good thing or a bad thing. But I have blown through, I mean, probably like 8 to 10 tubes of that. Like I love it. I was wanting to try The Ordinary. What do you use from that brand? Oh my gosh, Mandy. I don't know how long this live stream can be. I use my medicine cabinet is like where I keep all my skincare. It's just like bottles and bottles and bottles of stuff. Off the top of my head, I use the buffet serum, which is just like a moisturizing, like use it day and night. It has like hyaluronic acid. It's so, oh my God, it's so good. My skin like drinks up that stuff. The argireline, which is like a wrinkle serum. That stuff is good because it lasts forever because you only put it like where you have wrinkles. So like I'll put it here and then right like where these 11s are, but for me they're like 111. I had never heard of that until I heard Tati. If you're like familiar with the beauty guru land of YouTube, she was like, oh, and your 11s. And then I went like this and I was like, this is like 111, but okay. But that stuff is really good because it's like $7 and it lasts an eternity because you only need it like where you would get wrinkles. I use is it called Resveratrol? After this live stream, I will attempt to post all of this in the description box. Resveratrol and ferulic acid. It's like for like evening of skin tone. It like protects your skin from pollution, like free radicals and all that stuff. I use the 100% hemp seed oil. I told you, it's a lot of stuff. I use the vitamin C. It's like a lotion. I don't know the percentage of it, but it's like a lotion that you use only at night. I use their toner. I use everything. Their stuff is, number one, it works wonders. Let's just get that out of the way. It works wonders. Number two, it is affordable is different for everyone, right? Like what I think is affordable might not be what you think is affordable. Might not be what like some celebrity thinks is affordable. But in terms of skincare, it is affordable when you're comparing it to like other skincare. And I love all their stuff. I've never broken out from anything. I've never had a terrible reaction from anything. I would say my only like complaint or like beef with the brand is that you basically have to like piece together your own skincare regimen, and they don't give you a lot of direction when it comes to like, well, what the hell am I supposed to be using? Like, can I use this with this? Like, I'm using a vitamin C, but then I'm using this serum. Can I use those two things together? Like, you kind of have to like do your own research, start Googling stuff. I literally just Googled like the ordinance from like some like, I think it was like Allure or something. They kind of gave you like a skeleton of what you should be using. And I'm like ride or die for them. I just think they're absolutely great. And like for the price point, like really can't be beat. I mean, when you look at brands like Philosophy or Shiseido or like Clinique, which is affordable when you're looking just at the basics, like when you look at their toner or their soap or their moisturizing lotion. But when you start looking at their other stuff, I mean, it gets up there. Like The Ordinary is, now would be a perfect time to try it with that free shipping. Can you hear Daisy? Oh, I thought I would talk about just like a little bit, about the wine. The wine's going straight to my head. About what I've been doing, like what I'm doing to pass the time. Like obviously I'm with Daisy during the day, but when she's napping or sometimes early in the morning, when she goes to bed, obviously, because we've been staying up really, really late. I bought some puzzles. So that's one thing that we've been doing. I bought a Mickey Mouse puzzle. No, it's not like a Mickey Mouse puzzle. Let me rephrase that. It's like a Disney puzzle, and it's really cool. It's like a collage of all like older movie, like Mickey Mouse movie posters. So it's like very vintage looking. And then I bought another one that's kind of like Norman Rockwell-esque puzzle. So we've been doing puzzles. I busted out my coloring books a couple of years ago. That was like when adult coloring was like really in. I had to get like multiple coloring books, and like I have colored pencils and markers and pens and tons of stuff. I busted those out. So I've been doing that too. And obviously like streaming stuff. I've been watching a lot of YouTube. I've been watching a lot of Netflix. Like I said, for like the 50th time, surfing the web. That's a very 90s phrase, but early 2000s phrase. But just like looking on websites, like, I don't know, there's something about like online shopping, or even if you're just window shopping and you're just randomly bookmarking stuff, kind of like how I do, that kind of takes your mind off of everything else that's going on. So I've been doing a lot of that. Sorenen's been doing a lot of, he's been working a lot, but excuse me, he bought a Lego set. Like Barnes and Noble is still having, well, I don't know. This was yesterday, so I don't know now that like the order is in place, but you could buy stuff from them. I bet they're closed now, but you could buy stuff and then they would like just bring it out to your car so you don't have to go inside. So he got a Lego set. So he's been putting together his Lego set. He's really excited about Animal Crossing. I'm not a huge video game person, but he's excited about that. So I don't know. Those are just some things that we've been doing to like pass the time. I've been texting like a maniac. I feel like I have all these different group texts going on with like my family and my YouTube friends and my girlfriends that are all up in the, Northwest area. So those are just some things I've been doing to like, I don't want to say kill the time, but almost more to just like take my mind off of things. Like it's so easy for me to just check Twitter 8,000 times an hour. And I would say like yesterday and today have been like a lot better not doing that. $76. Oh no, you can get, with The Ordinary, you could probably get like a whole regimen for less than that. I think the face lotion I use is like $9, and then that buffet serum is like one of their pricier things, and it's like $15. So I'm telling you, it's good stuff. And then I got a body scrub too. I got a Soap and Glory body scrub. I like their body scrubs because they sell ones in the pot, but then they also sell the ones in like the tube, like, like that you can like squeeze out. I like those better. The pots drive me nuts. I don't know. I feel like they just get gross on the inside, and then they leave like a ring like in your shower. So anyway, I just wanted to come live tonight. I'll probably be on for an hour, so like 12 more minutes. I had mentioned in, was it Monday's video, or I don't know when Lord knows, all the days are like running together. I had mentioned on one of the days that I was going to go live this weekend. I just thought today would be like a good day. It just feels weird that it's like Friday and we're going into the weekend. Cernen's like, the weekend's gonna be really weird. And I was like, why? And he's like, we normally all like go do stuff as a family. And I was like, oh, I just didn't. Cause I mean, all the days at this point for me are like, whatever. They're all running together. I'm pretty much doing like the same thing every day. But I'm like, yeah, that is true. We are normally like out and about and doing stuff and like hanging out as a family. And it's just weird. And just like the unknown of it is like what like, I am like a Virgo. So I like to be very organized. I like to have like a start and an end date. And so the whole, like, we don't know like when it's going to end or anything is a little, is playing with me a little bit. Like if it was like, it's going to over on this date, I'd be like, all right, like we got this, but everything's so up in the air. It's like, what do we do? If you have a toddler or a younger child, I will share with you what we've been doing with Daisy. She is getting screen time during the day. Like I said, we're doing Go Noodle, which they have a ton of stuff on their YouTube channel. You guys, a ton, all ages. We've also been doing the Cosmic Kids Yoga. which is fabulous. She tells the lady that like runs it, I guess, she tells stories as she does the yoga. She does some based off of like actual, like there's a Moana one. But she tells stories while she's doing yoga. And we've been doing a lot of that lately. I ordered her preschool workbook, so we've been doing that. That's another thing. She was supposed to start preschool April 7th, which obviously is not going to be happening. So that's a bummer. But anyways, so we've been doing that. I bought chalk. We've been doing chalk outside. We don't have a yard, so that's fun. We have a balcony, and there are plenty of places like in our neighborhood that we can go where we can like hang out, walk around, get some energy out, do some chalk. But yeah, we don't have like a backyard where we can just be like, oh, like let's like go out here and kill some time. It's like, we gotta like walk to somewhere. And she always associates, at least in our neighborhood, she associates walking to somewhere as like walking to the park. And I'm like, no, we're not going to the park. Like, it's a germ factory. Like, I'm sure there are so many kids at the park right now too, because everyone's out of school. But that's kind of just like what we've been doing with Daisy and just trying to keep her occupied. I mentioned, I think it was in today's video that went up, I mentioned that we bought her a bunch of toys, and not a bunch, that's not, we bought her a few toys, like 2 or 3 toys off of Amazon, and I'm just stashing them. Like I'm put them in my closet, and I'm not busting them out until it's like DEFCON situation. We need to introduce like new stuff, because right now she's happy with like, it's actually like the gel food coloring. It's meant for icing. And you need like a dot, and you put it in the water. It obviously changes colors. She loves just like getting like the tablespoon and like moving the water around. And I give her some of her like Play-Doh tools, and she kind of like messes with everything. Like that, game changer, total game changer. Oh, your parks are closed. Yeah, maybe our parks are closed too. I don't know. I guess they probably are. I mean, since I'm in a state where it's like lockdown situation, they probably are closed. Erlin's here. Talk about an OG. Erlin's been here from like, I think Erlin was here when I had like no subscribers. She's been here a long time. So, I mean, we're all just doing whatever we can do to stay sane, right? Like, it's interesting to see. It's interesting to see like how my parents have reacted to all of this, like very casual and like cavalier, and I kind of had to like talk some sense into them. And when the social distancing all started, now I think they kind of get it. I don't think they fully get it, but I think they kind of get it. It's so interesting, right? Like, oh, I read this thing. I wonder if I screenshotted it. I read this thing. It was like essentially about like my generation. I'm going to be, oh my God, how old am I? I'm going to be 33 this year. I'm sure you guys have seen this going around. It was like about, oh yeah, it was, it's a whole like post on Twitter about like baby boomers saying like, oh, millennials have it so easy today. And I'm on like I found a post that called me like an elder millennial. But I'm on like, the tail end of the, I'm an old millennial. And it says me, a millennial who's lived through 9/11, a war, 2 economic crashes, a reality show host president, crippling student loan debt, and a pandemic. Nuts to think of what people my age have been through before I'm 35. I've experienced all of that stuff. It's just kind of crazy. I was impressed with Trader Joe's today. They only let a few people in the store at a time and helped elderly people with their shopping. So well stocked. And he had to wait in the line, so they were letting in people, X amount at a time. And yeah, when he was in there, he called me to ask me about a couple items, and it was so quiet. And I was like, it's so quiet in there. And he's like, yeah, they're only letting in like a couple, certain amount of people at a time. I also thought it was interesting. I guess I always like censor myself when I am going to upload a haul, because I'm like, I'm going to talk about it in the haul, but there's not going to be a haul next week. So they're also limiting like certain food items. So obviously I've seen where they're saying you can only have like this much paper towels, toilet paper, hand soap, sanitizer, whatever. But I wanted him to get me 3 things of chicken broth, because like I have potatoes that I want to cook. I have like dry beans, so I wanted chicken broth for that. I have like a soup bean mix that my mom got me. So anyways, I wanted 3 things of chicken broth, and they were like, no, you're only allowed 2. So they are like kind of rationing. Is that the right word? Limiting certain food items as well, which I thought was interesting. Aaron says, I miss Trader Joe's, 3 hours from the closest one. Otherwise, I'd be there first thing. Oh my God. Trader Joe's is like a godsend. I mean, y'all know how much I love Trader Joe's. My neighbor and I still run every morning to keep the day going. It's so much easier to make excuses to go downhill. I know. Can't let basic health go downhill. I totally agree. Which is why I say, like, I am saying keto, but I'm giving myself grace, like having the tortilla chips at my parents' house or whatever. Like, I want to hold on to like my core values when it comes to eating, right? But then I'm also not going to like beat myself up when I have a couple chips. Like, the current state of the world, it's like, why? Oh, Aaron, that's sad. I love TJ's. I know. We only have one Trader Joe's in my state, and it's 1.5 hours away. Oh my God. Yeah, Katie, our Trader Joe's changed hours too. So I ordered, like I said, stuff from Bevmo, and they changed their hours. They're only open noon to 7. And when Cernan went to go pick it up, he said people were pissed because they didn't realize that you had to order online. Like, that was the only way you could get stuff, because the store's not, you can't go in the store. You can only order online and then have your stuff brought out to you. Excuse me. And Cernan said people were angry. Like, he was just waiting in his car, and people were so mad that like you couldn't go inside, that you had to place like an online order. And even when I placed my order this morning, the soonest window I could get, I placed it at like 11, and the soonest window I could get was from 2 to 3. So everyone has wine on the mind, but I think that's smart. I mean, I think they're taking proper precaution. I mean, even when Starting went out today, like we're past the point of like, you look ridiculous. It's like, no, like, you have to go out for groceries. Like, you're going to protect yourself. He wore gloves, and we have masks. We bought masks. What's kind of like, so just like apropos is that Cernan had the flu, like tested positive for flu B. When was that? December, maybe? And December or January. And we stocked, I mean, I shouldn't say we stocked up. We bought a ton of like cold and flu stuff, right? We bought Dayquil and NyQuil. We bought Robitussin. We bought cough stuff because he had a gnarly cough. And the doctor said, like, you can't go near, like, don't go near your child. Like, try to kind of like keep a distance. If you have to go close, wear a mask. So we bought like a pack of antiviral masks. So we have like 10 masks in there. I like randomly under our sink found a huge like plastic container of Lysol wipes. I'm like, oh my God. Like in my head, I'm like, oh my God, it's a diamond in the rough. Like we found the antibacterial wipes. Cause though you're not finding those. And honestly, like if we're not going out anywhere, as long as we're washing our hands, like we're good. We don't like, there's no need. I feel like there's no need for the sanitizer and stuff if we're not going anywhere, you know, like if we're just at home, we can just wash our hands, like no big deal. But I was like, oh my gosh, we have Robitussin, adult Robitussin in here. I was like looking through our medicine cabinet. I'm like, we have a pack of 10 antiviral face masks. Like it was like very appropriate that he got the flu like when he did. But yeah, oh my gosh, you guys, what is life? My sister just texted me. She is, my sister's still working and my dad is still working, which is like, oh. Dave is convinced that he never had pneumonia, but he had. Oh, yeah, totally, Aaron, totally. Well, even Cernan said that. And then I was like, well, you tested positive for flu B. And he was like, oh, yeah, that's right. Aaron, I would not be surprised. I think a lot of people, I read on Twitter too, like someone brought up a good point. I feel like a lot of people, I never get the flu shot. I have never had a flu shot. I never get it. But a lot of people were saying like, oh, remember when everyone was getting sick in like December, January and complaining about how the flu shot wasn't working? I bet that's what it was. I bet it's what it was. Because at that time, you know, yeah, my girlfriend that lives in Idaho, she lives in like Podunk, like a very small town. And there's like 3 confirmed cases in her town, I think. And she said people are freaking out and, you know, it's a small town. Everyone knows everyone. Everyone's touching the same stuff. And now she's sick. So she's like, oh my God. She's like super worried. She's very healthy, but you know. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's very, very true. I mean, I was reading about, I mean, I think the problem right now, I mean, I don't want to get too political, but I think the problem right now is there's just not enough testing. Like there's not enough tests, period, end of story. I was reading about the town in Italy where it saw like the, what is it, like largest decrease of spreading. Like it didn't spread nearly as much as it did in other populations of Italy because they tested everyone and then they only quarantined the people that were positive. They let them work through whatever and then reintroduce them back into society. But that's the problem is that like we don't have enough tests. I mean, not enough tests. We don't have enough face masks. Like I think it's so insane that fashion designers are like, yeah, we will make face masks, or like Grey's Anatomy is like donating all of their medical supplies and their gowns and stuff to hospitals. Like that just seems it's very generous, but like why do they have to do that? You know what I mean? It's a little it's a little mind-boggling that like that's where we're at, right? As a country, like TV shows donating medical supplies, like anyway. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go. Daisy took like the longest nap today, so she'll probably be up to like 9, which she's never up that late, but I didn't have the heart to wake her up. Normally, if she sleeps like too long, I wake her up. But I was just like, whatever. Like we're in quarantine. It's like apocalyptic times. Like sleep however long you want. It was funny the other night when we were at my parents for dinner because She was complaining about like something she was eating, and she really wanted just like the top of a hamburger bun. And normally I'd be like, hell no, you're not eating that. Like, you need to eat whatever else is on your plate. Something a little bit more like nutrient dense. And I was like, no, the world is ending. Just eat the top of the hamburger bun. Like, whatever. What do I care? All right, y'all. I'm going to go. I'm going to be going live a lot more frequently. Please keep an eye out for a community post. I got a handful of responses on today's video when I said, like, what videos do you want to see from me? A lot of people said a Q&A. So I think Cernan and I are going to do a Q&A together. We did a couples tag a while ago, but we haven't done one in a long time. So keep an eye out for that community post. I know those are kind of hard to like see. It's like, I feel like they don't pop up on your feed very well, but keep an eye out for that. And just, guys, stay safe. Please be smart. Please just be smart. I don't know what I was just in my own head there a second. Naps in the apocalypse. Yes, exactly. It's just like certain things, you know, I'm not letting her like go like hog wild, but certain things I'm like, yeah, whatever. You want to take a nap till 6:30 p.m.? Fine. You want to eat a hamburger bun for dinner? Fine. Like, whatever. Yeah, Erlen, I thought so too. That's why I love tag videos, because I love answering questions. I love Q&As. So I think that would be super fun. I do still want to keep it like really lighthearted around here, kind of like what I've been preaching from the beginning. I'm not going to pretend like it's not happening, because that sounds insane. But I'm not going to have like a whole video dedicated to like doomsday-ish stuff and like negativity. So anyways, I will see you guys on Monday, probably with the Q&A video. I'm going to put the community post up now. So please like keep an eye out. If we don't get any questions, that would be like really, really sad. So please post a question. All right, y'all. I will see you when I see you. Bye, friends.